fixing his helmet in a dark hole.
He doesn't come back.
Yo! What's going on, guys? My name is Snappy. Oh my god. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Snappy, and I know I haven't uploaded for quite a while. I've just had exams, so they're all over now on Friday. That's why I haven't been uploading, because of exams. So exams are stupid, I hate them. Anyway, enough about that. Story time with Snappy number 2. Yay! Everyone has been talking to me and been telling me they want story time with Snappy 2 out. That wasn't a voice crack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it now. So I'm just literally, this is going to be a long one. So that's what she said. So basically this story is about the time I met all my friends. No, I'm not going to do every single friend that I have. I'm just going to do the main people that I bother with. So I'm going to start with the people I met first, and then gradually who I know now. So the first one is this kid. Now his name is TJ. So the first day of my school I met this kid, and I've known him for about 13 years. So first day of school, I went in school. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was like 3 or something like that. So I went in school and we was in there. So I just walked in like this, you know, like walking in, showing everyone that I mean business. No. And this kid was in there, and I don't know how I remember. I don't think I went up to him and talked to him. I think teachers introduced us. Like I had to sit they made me sit next to him or something, and I just started talking to him. Because I remember one time I smacked him or something. I didn't mean to do it. Like I just went like this, and I accidentally smacked him, and he started crying. And I think that's how I met him. So gradually we just became friends, and then we just started talking to each other every day, and then we got to know each other better. And I've known him for 13 years. Okay, next. I think it was this kid. This kid right here. Now this kid's called Taylor. Now, I met Taylor about 13, 12 years ago, something like that. 12, 13 years ago. Now this was in a play group. Now if you don't know what a play group is, it's basically where you go to play with other people when you're young. Because it's I don't know what it does. I don't know what the hell the point was. I enjoyed it. I used to have biscuits there. Biscuits and juice. So anyway, we used to have biscuits and juice there. I used to play with some cars and some... What else I used to play with? I used to play some... Anyway, I'm going off topic now. So I met this kid right here, 12 to 13 years ago in playgroup, and I think it was the same thing really. We just started talking, and that was about it. Now it's really, my memory, it's not very good because it's ages and ages ago. It's over 10 years ago. So basically, I think we just started talking like this, and we've been friends ever since. So that's been about, I've been friends with him 13 years as well. Next is this kid. His name is Jordan. Now, I can't remember how I met Jordan at all. So I'm just going to pretend that I've known him 13 years. All the people that I've known now, who I've been friends with us, I'm still friends with today. All their Twitter links will be in the description, so you can go follow them if you want. I think I met Jordan, I think it was the same really. You know, like, now some of these stories are messed up, but I met Jordan around 13 years ago, and I think it was just talking again. I think I just like bumped into him and I just started talking. I think actually Taylor and Jordan were friends, and I met Taylor and then I met Jordan with him. So I think that's how I met him. Now moving on to the weird ones. Now I'm going to move on to the time I met this kid right here. Now this kid is called Joe. Now I first met Joe when I was in little school. You know, little school, I don't know what it's called. But I was in little school with Joe, and we were good friends. We started playing around, and I think the first time I like normally met him was we was playing, you know them car mats where you like, it's like a mat thing and you can put cars on there and it's got like all roads on there. We was playing on that, but we had dinosaurs. And I just went like, this is an Xbox controller, so just imagine this is a dinosaur. I literally went like this. And you know how you make them walk and stuff like this? He was looking at my dinosaur like downwards like this, and I went like this, douche, and smacked him in the eye. It's just so funny. I just literally just smacked him in the eye with the head of a dinosaur. So you can imagine he was sitting there like, yeah, yeah, crying. I was laughing. because I'm sad now. And that's how I met Joe. So the next person I met was this kid. Now, I have a nickname for this kid. His real name is Connor, but I call him Flaps because of his man titties. Sorry, Flaps, if you're watching this. But I met Flaps. I was in big school. I don't know what I should call them. I was going to call them little school and big school. But anyway, I met him when I was in big school. I can't really remember how I met him. It was just, I think it was literally, and we just like mixed in together. I just started talking to him, you know, like a normal person does. So, that's how I met Flaps. Okay, the next person is this kid. And this kid is called G. Now, I met G when I was in the army. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I met G also in school. I think the first time we met was when we was walking together and I went to school and I headbutted something, I can't remember, and he just laughed at me, and then I've known him ever since. So that's a weird story. But the next person is... Right, now comes the weird ones. First one was this kid. Anyway, so this kid is called Callum, and I call him Midge because he's like 2 foot tall. So the first time I met Midge was in my first day of bigger school. Bigger school, Christ. The first day I was looking around, you know, like looking at all the people there because I didn't know half of them, you know, like 2 people in the class. Anyway, I looked around and I looked behind me, and then Midge was sat there, and he was just like, and I was like, oh, this kid, yes! I think we started talking then. It was in the year after I started talking to him, because we went to this class together. I think it was English actually, and we started talking like this, and we've been friends ever since. I think I was just friends with him because he heard me talking to Taylor about calling him Gimli from Lord of the Rings because he was so small, and I think he just caught on to that. So there we go. That's how I met Midge. Next person was this kid. This kid's called Nathan, and I call him Nathaniel because he gets on his nerves. I met Nathaniel. This was a weird one. I met Nathaniel when I was in year something, I can't remember, and we was in PE class, and I was swimming. We was in swimming together, and I was sat on the side, and I never talked to him really, like hardly before. I like said alright to him before, but this was the first time I actually talked to him, and the first thing I said to him was, I act like I act like an idiot when I talk to him. Like I went, alright, and he looked at me. He went, alright, and I just like smacking my legs against the. I was smacking my legs against the floor, saying, and then I said my name, and then he said his name, and then that was it. You know, it doesn't really take much to get to know me. Anyway, that's how I met him. That was a weird one because I was like smacking my leg against the swimming pool floor. The next one, now this is a bloody weird one. I think this is the weird one of all. Because this one, you may know him from because I've done videos with him before. But this kid, I'll put a link to it in the description. His name is Shady on YouTube. But this kid is called Ewan, but I call him Iwan because I'm weird. Basically, I met Iwan about, I can't remember, 3 years ago, I think. Yeah, 3 years ago. Now this is a weird ass story. It's a bit strange. I met Iwan when it was a school trip. Now I was with Joe, not the one I smacked with a dinosaur, but the one where I was just talking to him like I was with Flaps and Jay. Okay, so I was with him, and we was sitting down on the bus talking. We was on a school trip. We was on a bus, and we were talking, and I just got off the bus. Now we went to this place where there was you could go in mines and stuff, and you could go down into the mines. You know what a mine is, obviously. You're not. I hope you know what a mine is anyway, because it's a bit, you know, common sense. Come on, I'll put a picture up anyway. This is what a mine looks like. Anyway, we was there, and it was I only knew. Well, I think I knew more people, but the only person that I was with Joe. So I went. We could go down in the mines. So we went down to the mines. We were taking like a tour or something. People were giving us a tour. And when we were in there, we had these mining helmets with the light on the top. And the light was detachable. So you could either wear it on the helmet and look around like that. Or you could take it off the helmet and use it like a torch or a flashlight, whatever you want to call it. I was a mom. And I decided to walk it. Because, you know, the mines, they're really like, what's the word? Confined? I couldn't think of the word. I looked like an idiot there when I was doing this. they was confined, you know, like, you know what I mean. I'm fed up of doing this. Anyway, they were confined. So, I walked, we was in the mines, and I can't remember how much of it because it's quite a long time ago. It was a few years ago. So I was in the mines and I was walking, you know, I was a little bit confined, and I smashed my head on the top of the bloody rocks, and my light come off my helmet, and I was like dazed because I didn't know what the hell just happened, and I almost tripped and fell into all the bloody sludge and mud. Anyway, I was like, oh damn, because it was horrible, you know, you just got smashed in the skull with a rock, and you don't know what the hell you're doing. So I managed to get my light back on. So I was walking further ahead, and I saw Iwan. I didn't know him at the time. I didn't know him at all. I seen him round in there. So I was walking, and I saw him, and he was just walking. And he smashed his skull on the rock, and his light came off his helmet, and it was so funny. So I felt sorry for him because it happened to me. So I fixed his helmet. Now it sounds really wrong because when I say it to him today, I said it to him the other day. The first time, so I fixed his helmet for him. I fixed the light on his helmet. So the first thing I ever done by meeting him was fixing his helmet in a dark hole. Now it sounds really wrong, but oh well, that's the first time I met him. That was the weirdest one. That was the weirdest time I've ever met someone. Which brings me on to the last person, which is this kid. Now this kid also has a YouTube channel. His name is Rowan. I call him Mary. Don't ask. I met Mary when I think it was the same time as Iwan. I think it was either a few months after. Because Iwan, I was with Joe. And the first time I met Iwan, he was with Mary. You know, it's a bit confusing. So it kind of mixes, because Nathaniel bothered with Iwan. Iwan bothered with Mary. And Flaps bothered with me, Joe, and Jay, and Midge. And then I met Nathaniel, and then, you know, we all like, that really hurt. I met Mary a few months after Iwan. So I went up to him, and we was in swimming again, and I decided that I was too good for swimming. So I got out to the pool. We were supposed to stay in the pool because it was like free time. So I decided to get out to the pool because I'm a rebel. And because I'm just, why would you get out of a pool? It's a pool. All the fun's in the water. Anyway, and I decided, because there were people like dive bombing into the water on the edges, so I decided I was going to be cool and tackle someone into the pool. And that person I tackled happened to be Mary. He's quite short too. He's a little bit taller than... No, who's taller? I can't bloody remember. Midge is taller a little bit. And then Mary is a little shorter. Like, say this is Midge, and then Mary's like here. I decided, because he was like small, and I decided to just tackle him into the pool. I don't know why. I just full on like sprinted towards him, tackled him in the pool, and then we started talking, and that's how I knew Mary. So that's an overview of how I met my close friends. Now I'm not saying if people watch this that you are not my close friends. Everyone is my close friends. It's been like 20 odd minutes now, and I've only explained about 10. And I have a lot of friends, so you know it's gonna take hours and hours and hours if I explain everyone. So if you are my friend in real life, and well, everyone's my friend, you know, all my subs are my friends. Even if you're not a sub, you're my friend. But all my subs, you're my friends. But all the people in real life who are my friends also, if you watch this and you wasn't mentioned, don't take any offense. It's not my fault. I just couldn't mention you because it would take too long. But to all the people that are watching that are my real friends that I didn't mention, that is for you. There we go. So basically, that was the second episode of Storytime with Snappy. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video. That didn't make sense. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Subscribe. Oh my god, it.